Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for future videos. Thank you.
Hey, what's up guys? Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Now, today's video, I'm going to help you all understand how to get approved and what's the best credit score you need for an SBA loan. Now, a lot of you all that apply for the EIDL loan, you didn't get approved and you wondering why I didn't get the loan. So you may got the grant, but you didn't get the loan. Now, understanding with the EIDL loan, okay, it was supposed to be no credit score, right? So that's what they said, it doesn't go off a credit score. Well, actually, they look at the minimum credit score as a 570, okay? So even though it says no credit score, actually there was a credit score of 570. But again, even if you had a 570 credit score, if you apply for the EIDL, you at least still got the $1,000 grant, right? If you're one owner. Now, some people got the $10,000, but of course they stated that they had 10 employees, right? So that's the reason they got the $10,000. Now, understanding that, having a 570 credit score, again, with some institutions, not the SBA, but some other institutions, they may still help you qualify for a business loan. Now, that being said, think about it like this, all right? Everybody that applied for the EIDL loan, okay, looking at the credit score, was a 570, all right? Now, where did they pull from? They pulled from experience. That's right. So if you look at your credit report, if you apply for the EIDL loan, then they pull from experience. Now, that's one of the loans. As a matter of fact, it was the easiest loan to get, okay? And so with the amount of time it took them to approve you for a loan, that was a different situation. And we're going to talk about that. So stick with me. And again, for those just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's talk about this. When they did that, that pool on your experience, it cost you about 3 to 7 points. Right? So when they did that inquiry, it cost you about 3 to 7 points, all right? But that really isn't bad, because over time, that's those points, you'll get those points back if you're just not constantly pulling your credit, okay? And so we're going to talk more about inquiries and how many points an inquiry comes off your credit report when you're trying to apply for a loan later on in another video. Now, back to this SBA EIDL loan. Again, like I said, it said no credit score. But again, okay, how come I didn't get the loan still? Well, maybe it was your time in business, okay? So that's another thing. Like, you probably had started the business January of 2020, right? Okay, so there was no financials for them to pull from. Or again, you may not have did your 2019 taxes at that time. So if you haven't did your 2019 taxes, again, this is something that would have got you denied, okay? Because they're going to do a 4506T, right? Okay, and also remember, I just put up a video for those that did get the EIDL loan. You also can ask for an increase, right, to get more money. So I did put that video. I put that video back in the description, so you can get access to that video, so you can learn if you got the EIDL loan, you actually can submit documentation to try to get an increase if you already ran out of money. All right. Now, what else? What other type of loan does the SBA offer? They offer the SBA 7A, right? Now, in order to get the SBA 7A loan, they want you to have at least a 640, okay? So you have to have at least a 640. Again, looking at the time in business. Like with some SBA loans, they want you to be in business for at least 2 years. But if you got a strong enough credit score, say that you have a 680, all right, they still, and you have a fairly new business, they still may approve you for a loan. And what type of loan they may approve you for? They may approve you for the SBA Express, okay? Also, I'm going to talk to you all about a system that the SBA uses that probably make it much easier for you to apply, so you don't have to figure out which bank that they're actually using. There's an actual system that they have. So I'm going to make a follow-up video to this video, okay? Now, with the SBA disaster loan, so say like with tornadoes, hurricanes, fires that we have out here in California, trying to get an SBA disaster loan, they usually want you to have about a 620 credit score, okay? So if you have a 620 credit score, and say that you, like right now, I think it's somewhere in Washington, they have a real drought problem. So they're giving out disaster loans for that, right? And so those type of people, again, if we were still having the fires in California, in which we may be having one, I'm just not aware of it. Again, with the disaster loans, it's a 620. Now, in terms of when you put in your SBA application, this is very important, because of people like, well, how come nobody has contacted me yet about my my SBA loan? Either it's the EIDL loan, or your SBA 7A loan, or your SBA disaster loan or express loan, and you want to know what's going on with your loan. Here's the number: 800, okay, it's 800-659 2955, okay? So, and then you have to tell them you want tier 2, okay, or push number 2. But you want tier 2, and they will actually tell you what's going on with your SBA loan, all right? But this is pretty much the credit scores that you can definitely look for with an SBA. Again, with the EIDL loans, they're saying that you don't need a credit score, okay? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure if you have a 570 credit score and you have a fairly new business, they're probably going to deny you. Now, they do have an SBA loan that if you have a bad credit score, then what they do a manual process to look at the application to see what other assets that they can leverage off of to actually get you approved. And so what we're going to do, we're going to talk about, and this is where Dun & Bradstreet comes in at, because Dun & Bradstreet, if you have a DUNS number, and you apply for the SBA, that will help, in which I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why you would need a DUNS number. Like I said, in terms of funding, then Dun & Bradstreet is not relevant when you're talking about major financials. But with like the SBA, it could help to have a DUNS number. Again, it's not written in stone, but at the same time, Dun & Bradstreet, they're pulling that information. And so I'll show you how to get a free DUNS number. But the SBSS, and I'll make a video going into more details about these loans and what this here really means, because this is where Dun & Bradstreet is pulling your business information from, even if you don't have an account with Dun & Bradstreet. So this is Houston with 3-Way Funding. Again, for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment, like, and share. Let me know your challenges and with the EIDL loan. Thank you.